All right, welcome. I'm here with Charles Smith, and Charles just got a really cool deal done, and we thought we'd take some time and just talking about the deal. Welcome, Charles. Good to see you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, Kim. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, fantastic. So, yeah, I saw that you just recently are in the process of closing out a deal. Tell us about this deal.
Well, this deal is one that came to me through my website
Hmm.
from a tired and frustrated homeowner. He's not really a landlord, just tired and frustrated homeowner.
Yeah.
Um, so this was a inbound lead, and like the inbound leads are so much better than outgoing, than outbound leads.
Yeah.
So whenever they contact we already know that they have a issue, and they don't really mind talking about this issue. So whenever this guy contacted me, he said that he had someone living in the property, which was his ex-wife's daughter.
Okay.
Um, was living there, her and her kids and her fiance, boyfriend, whatever, and told her that all she had to do was make the house payment and that she could have this property. He had it for over 18, 20 years. He had put probably 60, 80 grand in it.
Mm. Wow.
He had the house jacked up and had all the joists replaced in it. He tore all the siding off of it. He had it reinsulated. He had the front porch added. Had a new HVAC system put on.
Mhm.
Had a rear deck put on, and was doing the addition. And then the contractor that he hired had ran off with the money. So whether
Oh,
he went to jail or whatever the case was, he ran off with $16,000, 20,000 of the guy's money. So at this point, he was like, hey, I'm done with it. I saw your website, and you look kind of trustworthy, so I want to work with you. I said, hey, man, great,
yeah.
hey, amazing.
Yeah.
So he's like, I just want what's owed on it. So what's owed on is like 116, 117. Let's just say 117 for the sake of conversation. Um, so it's got 117 owed on it. He doesn't want to make any money on it. He doesn't want to make any more mortgage payments, which are it's a what they call a adjustable rate mortgage. So it's between 801 to 865. He said no, it's never been any higher than 865.
Hmm.
Um, so that's what we're doing. I'm paying it online.
Hmm.
Uh, I'll get that set up to pay it online.
Hmm.
So what I did was he actually had the ex-wife's daughter's father, because that's not his kid.
Hmm.
So he had the father of the kid, and she like 30 or something, 30 some years old, like two or three kids. He
Hmm.
had her father, and his wife come in and clean everything up, clean all this stuff out, clean the couch out, and so so I didn't even have to clean the house out.
Nice.
So the only expense that I'm gonna have maybe is to clean the yard up from the construction debris from the contractor who left all the old bricks and the old shingles and
Hmm.
whatnot. So the girl that was staying there kind of burned it up in the backyard. So it's all this all these shingles just kind of just matted stuck together. So my new tenant buyer who's coming in is a Spanish guy. Um, and he doesn't mind fixing the property. He doesn't mind all the work that's involved, and he's gonna give 15,000 for a option deposit and paying 1150 per month. So we agreed on we'll split the cost to clean the backyard, which was I had a guy come take a look at it. It's like $1,000 to clean it up because I had to do it all by hand. So then we'll split that. So I'll get that check this Saturday.
Okay.
But we do everything DocuSign. Everything is virtual. All the contracts and all that.
Hmm.
So he wanted me to hold the property for 3 years.
Okay.
I said, okay, great. Because I got the contract with the seller for like up to 10 years.
Okay.
So so this guy is like really really motivated to not deal with this property. Um, so that's super cool for me. Because if it doesn't work out with my Spanish guy, then I'll just start over with someone else.
Hmm. Absolutely. That's awesome. Okay, so let me get this straight. you found this property. A lead came to you from a tired and frustrated owner,
Right.
and so he wants to do a deal with you. And so you turned around and you found. So did you buy it, or you just do some contracts?
Yeah, yeah. So we just going into a lease with the option to buy with the owner, and then we're doing a sandwich with the tenant buyer.
Awesome. So how much money did you give the owner?
I gave him like the contract says $100. $100. A money
Nice,
order.
nice, awesome.
And he
And
was happy to get that, so like he was super happy to get the $100, and just to have this headache off his hand. Like I never had anyone keep thanking me constantly
mm,
for taking over their property. I mean, I got like 40 text messages, and the guy just like, thanks, man. I mean, I've never met him.
mhm,
I talked to him once or twice, um, and that's it. And he just keeps thanking me, man. So like, yeah, like it's so cool.
cool. And how did you find your tenant buyer?
I did, I mean, I'm real big on social media, so I kind of blasted on Facebook. I put it on Facebook in the Facebook Marketplace for that in particular area, like 20-mile radius of that in particular zip code,
Yeah.
and I think I think I had it on. I think I had probably 50 or 60 people contact me. I showed it once. I guess 5 people showed up. Out of those 50 or 60, that contact you and want to see it, and then you try to schedule everybody on the same day
Yeah.
so that you can create some sort of urgency for this property.
Awesome.
And I think 5 of them showed up, and I think I had 2 serious people.
Okay. Very cool. When do you start paying the owner uh, the lease payment?
Next month.
Next month. And when does your tenant buyer start paying you the lease amount?
He starts paying March. So what we agreed on. Okay, so like the details of this is the owner does not want he wants to split the taxes and the insurance 50-50.
Okay.
And he will add me on to the insurance, or add my add my LLC on.
Good.
So the tenant buyer wants to take possession February the 1st, but
Hmm.
he wants 30 days to get the floors fixed up.
Hmm.
Okay, great. So I had to be flexible, with everybody. I really want to make it work for everybody.
Hmm.
So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So with the tenant buyer, he gives him the 15 grand for the option fee,
Hmm.
and then he takes possession February the 1st, but he doesn't actually start to pay rent until March the 1st.
Okay. Very cool. So you lined that up very well for yourself. That's awesome. That's really cool. And yeah, this is a fantastic deal. So you you've got your tenant buyer moving in, you did the paperwork. So let me get this straight. You control this property, but you don't own it.
Right, absolutely.
And how much money do you think you're going to make off of it?
I'll get 15 up front. If he goes for the full 3 years, I give him $150 for rent credit per month. That's $1,800 a month. I mean, per year, 36. Okay, so I should make another 5 grand when it's 5 to 7 grand when it's over and done with. So about 20 to 22,000 total.
Awesome. Sounds great, man. Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
man.
really
Thanks,
cool.
man. Thanks.
And with $100 check.
But the $100 check, man.
Yeah. It's awesome. So what were some of the key points for you? Like I know that you're still getting everything lined up. The tenant buyers got to move in yet. But what were some of the aha moments that happened for you through this process?
Well, I know that one of them was, like whenever this guy contacted me, man, and he was just like, man, listen, I mean, hey, look, man, and he just spilled his whole guts to me. So I'm like, well, so what's old on it? And he's like, well, blase, blase. And, so then I just started thinking of, I really can't offer him cash,
Yeah.
because you're over leveraged on it, but you have a real problem here. but
Mhm.
it's some potential here. So then you have to, open that little bucket up and you have to look at the other tools inside the bucket.
Mhm.
Ah, I think I got a solution for you.
Yeah. Very cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Awesome. And how was Creative Investor and its community helpful to you in this process?
Well, I mean, anytime that I need to bounce ideas or if I get kind of hung up on something, I just post in the group, and somebody, somebody will respond to it in some
Mhm.
sort of positive fashion,
Mhm.
So if I'm ever down and out, or if I'm ever just just can't really figure it out,
Mhm.
I just post a question in the group, somebody will answer it.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'm super excited for you, Charles, with this deal because I know you've been working hard. You've done a ton of wholesale deals, and you're growing your empire, and this is just another step in that process. So,
Yeah, man,
uh,
absolutely, man. Like, like in this country here, I'm in the States, so we
mhm,
got a new president, and and we got this whole wealth transfer thing going on, and I've been doing a lot of wholesale deals, and I've been doing a lot of partnering with some people, and so we make a lot of fast money, but all that's great as long as you continue to ride that wave.
mhm,
So now I'm getting more into the passive income. I mean,
mhm.
I know I need X amount of dollars per month to sustain my lifestyle.
Yeah,
So let me get some of these rental properties going.
hmm, yeah, absolutely. What would you say to someone who's trying to put together one of these lease option deals, who is either having trouble getting their next one done or getting the first one done? What sort of advice would you have for them?
But what I would say to anyone, who's struggling with it, uh, who's struggling with the lease option, just have to be patient, man. Because everybody doesn't go for the lease option. It really doesn't work for everyone,
Mhm.
and everyone doesn't need cash. So you have to be patient and you have to be consistent. All at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, very cool. Cool. Anything that you would do differently on this deal? Thinking over it.
Well, maybe I would ask for more down. More of an option fee. Because like reading over the contracts, the contract that you provide are like amazing. Had I already renovated that property,
Hmm.
you know, so those contracts are really forced. So I had to really go in it and read it line for line, and I had to change it from the Providence to to North Carolina. I mean, to my state.
Hmm.
So you really have to go over these contracts and really had to make them work for your own transaction. But
Hmm.
but that's about it though.
Hmm.
I would probably ask for more down.
Hmm.
Um, had I had that property, all the way completely remodeled.
Yep, for sure. It's
Yeah,
fantastic. Thanks for jumping on the call with me today, and we'll see you later today on the other Zoom call.
right. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man.
That's loaded.
Everybody wants something different, man.
Yeah, but
Nice.
imagine that you're duplicating this process now, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
did this deal, no money down deal. I mean, what's stopping you from doing that again? Really, it's just, you're the time to put together a deal. But the more experience you get doing these, the more they come to you,
Yeah.
and you start multiplying those. You start getting multiple checks of 10, 15, 20K, and you get the monthly revenue too. So
Yeah,